Hi, everybody. Welcome into RMU Club Hockey Live, episode 11 of season number 2, our last one here of the 2023 season. Today I have Medved and Marrese from the women's hockey team with me. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Second time having you guys on. Let's start with the most recent game. A much better showing from you guys after a 7-0 loss to Brockport. What went well, what didn't, and what's going to be better going into 2024?
Want me to answer?
Yeah, you go first.
I feel like we obviously need to score a lot more goals. We don't have many goals for right now, so that will come with time. We have a lot of young girls on the team this year. And defensive zone, got to get better at sticking in the positions coach tells us. And, I mean, honestly, I think we're starting to gel a lot more and get to know each other, and all that fun stuff comes with getting new people on the team.
Amara, of course, leading the team in points. Not in goals, but you're close, including an absolute wrister that was pretty dang nice, I would say so myself, in that game. What did you see in that goal? And, of course, the goalie's very small, so, of course, going up high.
Yeah, I mean, got the puck, and I was like, just don't hit anyone in front of the net. And top corner, the goalie went down, didn't get back up, so top shelf wide open.
Playing West Virginia last year was a much different game. This one a lot closer. West Virginia, of course, somewhat physical without some of their top players. What did you see from them? And, of course, you have to go to their barn later on with their terrible goal horn.
Yeah.
What about Dub V did you guys see and have to look forward to?
Like, playing against them there?
Yeah, we'll go there and then that game as well that you guys played on Saturday.
I feel like it was actually nice to have them only have the same amount of people as us, because that's been a struggle for us.
Doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, to go 10-10, we knew it was going to be even matched on the stamina side of things, so that was very nice actually.
See, when you go into the beginning of next semester, you guys have, I believe, at home, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, you guys have Niagara coming in again. You guys went up there already once.
Yeah, I played them twice up there.
Not go great, but
yeah,
don't you see the Falls again?
Big physical team.
Looking through the rest of the schedule, which one's the one you're most looking forward to maybe for a win, or least looking forward to is maybe the toughest game?
I'd probably say most looking forward to Pitt, playing Pitt again.
Yeah.
We lost 4-1. I think that game should have been a lot closer than it was. I think next semester we'll be more ready for them, so that'll be a good showing. And I'd probably say game I'm least looking forward to would probably be the Lawrenceville Tech, traveling out to Michigan, I think. Hopefully we can string enough bodies together for that one and put out a good showing.
Wasn't Lawrenceville, I think they played, it might have been West Virginia. Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know for sure, but they absolutely beat them 13-0
Yeah,
or something.
They're ranked number 2 right now in their division, so
how is that fair?
It'll be a good experience. We get to travel, we get to hang out with each other, and see what that kind of team is like. I think it'll be all right.
That would be a fun trip. Hopefully it just doesn't go as bad as West Virginia's trip up there went.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Hopefully better. But going on the away trips, you guys have, 6 ample bodies, 7 ample bodies maybe, on the road trip between injuries and people staying back for other reasons. How hard is it to only play with 6, 7 people, especially on the road, and it's back-to-back, especially with injuries playing a part?
I mean, it was Niagara. We had 3 defensemen, and then at one point, one of them had to stop playing for the last 5 or 6 minutes of the game. So I was like, "Don't come off. We don't have anybody to change with." So, in that mindset, it's very hard sometimes to be like, I literally cannot get off the ice. There's no one else. But I mean, I think we handle it very well. Thinking about last year, when some of us would be so tired after a 30-minute shift or 30-second shift. And then this year, seriously, we can stay out there for 2+ minutes at a time right now, and it's working. It's not great, but it's working. So I think that's an improvement.
One question, this actually comes from my girlfriend. She said, this is more going towards Amara. Amara, when are we going to see you play men's hockey?
Coach Joseph said no.
Why?
He's worried about his boys. Coming big body, He's worried they might get upset. So.
I say, suit up for their D4 game, maybe a D3 game.
Why
not make it happen?
Well, they're already scratching, 7, 8 bodies. I think
D1 has 0 scratches.
They'd be a little upset if I come in, sit one of them down. Might be a little upset, so.
I think the other team would be more upset, not necessarily. They're probably cool, we have someone who can just go out there and just body slam people.
Ball. Yeah, I don't even see the puck. I just look at the chest. That's it. Don't even see the puck.
Best penalty, the one that you least regret so far this season?
I've had a good lump sum of minutes this this past weekend especially. One I'd least regret. You know, they're all just blending together, a bunch of cross checks that I have. In all honesty, none of them have really been that great. Everyone gets back up again, so it's all good and everything's fine, but just a bunch of cross checks might think, you know, going in for 2 minutes might change it up a little bit, try a different cross check, you know, trick, do something a little uppercut, I don't know. Not that I would do that, but
Not at all.
no.
Bree, of course, you're the one stuck on the ice while she does these penalties.
Yeah.
Does it make you mad at all to know that she's, you know, taking a little cross check here and there? You're like, Amara, stop it.
In the moment, I'm like, okay, I see why she did that. I want to do that too, but I won't let myself. But then, I think actually on, Saturday, when I was feeling the pain of that long shift from Friday, I was like, I really wish she didn't do that this time. But I always understand where it's coming from because we talk about things. It's all right. We understand each other.
I think Bree's best moment probably was I was in the corner and I someone hit me and I looked at them and I went to hit him back and I just hear Bree in the back of my head go, Amara, no! And I just straight through and then I was like, whoa.
But one time you were skating by the bench and I went to like grab you because I was like, we're not doing this again today.
I was
again.
digging after that girl.
It's not gonna change with you. I know it's never.
No, you know, I think second half of the season, new me, new year, new me. I'm gonna go 0 penalty minutes.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Let's
load
see
up
how
the
long.
points, you know.
Get the Fandom on.
I gotta get as much ice time as I can get, you know. We're a little strapped over here, so I gotta fight for my ice time.
We're gonna say over under half a game.
Over under half. I'll say over. I'm new year, new me. I'm already, you know, much calmer. Other than the last 4 minutes of the game. I almost made it through West Virginia with no penalties.
It was close.
Almost.
But 26 must have been a
There was
little
like
bit.
5 minutes left in the game, and then I just blew it, you know.
It's her fault.
It's totally her fault.
West Virginia's fault. Not
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah, West Virginia.
All right. We'll do a little game here between Becky, who led last year, and Amara, who currently leads. Who will end up with more penalty minutes, and will it be atop of the leaderboards yet again?
Right, how far are you like up the list
I
right now? Are you at the top?
I hit 18 in one game, so.
I've never heard someone
Andrew,
getting a 14-minute
check that.
penalty like together.
Yeah, I
We have
think
Andrew checking.
I got 18 minutes on Friday night. Apparently the refs don't know the rules. I think I should have left after the last one. The five.
They felt
five
bad
penalties.
for us. If you left,
Yeah,
you'd have to go home.
maybe they did feel bad for us. But no, I'm telling you, kid. New year, new me. No more penalties. Becky's gonna take the reins, and we're just gonna go with that.
Underrated with a lot of penalty minutes. Plunky as well. I always see her in the box.
She does take a lot
Yeah.
of penalties. Off of just their team alone, where do they sit statistically?
Probably
I mean,
Michaela
I'm
too.
still loading things.
Oh, you're still loading.
Yeah.
I'd say Michaela has a lot. She likes to
Yeah.
swing that stick like a like a tomahawk.
Just
Like,
anytime she gets beat,
Chomp.
she just goes for the hug body slam.
yeah.
I
She
love
got a
it.
couple good ones this weekend that
I'll
weren't
say they were
called.
pretty
She
good.
like
Yeah.
put them in a sleeper hole and just down to the ground.
She learned that from you?
No, I'm more of the cross check.
More of
Cross check. I need a new stick, you know, so just trying to
break it?
break
Get
it.
the warranty.
Yeah.
And then stick goes. All right, let's go grab another one.
Oh yeah, gotta get a new one. Yeah.
All right, Borshi. Since Andrew's doing a little research, I'm going to let you go first.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've asked this one before, but do you guys have a win song to listen to after you win?
I don't think we do.
We do.
I don't think we do. We usually,
No.
you know, go up to the locker room, try to get undressed as fast as possible and get out of there. You know,
That's
we
right.
haven't
The
we haven't
Wolfie
really
strategy.
had too
The
many
Wolfie
like good
strategy.
games, so I'd say maybe if we, you know, next semester fall into a better rhythm, maybe we'll develop one. But I think
I
no one
can't
really
even-
wants
yeah.
to hang around after
Like
our
even last
games.
year, Bobby Schmurda was a little bit there,
Yeah,
but
Bobby Schmurda.
that was a Niagara game and we won in overtime.
Gotcha.
But I don't think we have one this year.
Okay, Andrew, shoot.
Amara is currently 8th in the whole ACHA in penalty minutes.
Wait, like including D1.
No, just
Oh.
women's
I was
D2.
gonna say.
Women's
In
D2.
women's D2.
Say, dang, Amara, you've beaten men in this category.
No, I
32.
meant like
32. Oh my god. I
you
need to
had
simmer
half of
down.
that in one game.
I need to simmer down. Yeah, I'm not too proud of that.
What's the
but,
top little?
Actually, no, in just women's. Not women's D2, in women's D1 and 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You're
saying.
Okay, how about just women's D2?
Women's D2, she would be third.
Oh, top
what
three.
team is the first girl on?
On
For D1 or D2?
D2.
Oh, okay.
Who is it?
Audrey.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot.
That girl got like 14 minutes against
Yeah.
RIT.
Yeah.
Those poor kids that can't skate.
That's
She was
unfortunate.
dogging
Poor
on 'em.
RIT.
She was dogging on them.
And then second is on Oswego.
So you guys have to play them two coming up. Well, so you get to number
Sunday.
3, number 1, and number 2.
Yeah.
And then Becky's probably like soon at that point will be like number 5.
She's so proud of herself right now that she's not on the dog.
It's
Yeah.
gonna change.
Yeah, Becky's taking the reins next semester, I'm telling you.
All right, Peyton, I'll send it to you now. We'll skip Andrew.
My old reliable question, I guess. Any pregame rituals or like superstitions, things you do before every game, get you going?
You wanna go first?
I'd probably say the biggest one I keep close to. I don't get dressed until like 15 minutes before coaches come in.
Okay.
I don't know. I see everyone else; they're like fully dressed, and I'm still like barefoot. Like I really don't see the point in getting dressed so quickly to just sit in my equipment. So I like to wait till pretty much the last second to get my equipment on. I kind of just sit around. I like to retape my stick, depending on if it's back-to-back games. But I do like a different type of stick pattern, so I try not to retape it too often because it takes a long time to get off. But yeah, my biggest would probably be not getting dressed until 15 minutes before.
Whenever we do like our warm-up lines before the game, I always take 4 steps in between stuff. I don't know if that counts as everything. Left stuff goes on before right. I always braid my hair before I go out there, and I listen to the same playlist with like the same order of songs before I go on the ice. That's about it.
Is the British trap rap still playing?
Yeah.
That's all I listen
Yes.
to.
Yes.
Like
Her
20
entire rap. British trap.
So we pulled it up after I can't remember which team was on here.
It was the last D1.
Was it last D1?
I think so.
We were talking about the trap rap, and they were wondering what trap rap was, and we
Oh.
played it. And
Wait,
they
the
walked.
song I sent you?
Not which one did you send me?
The British Guy, my #1 song of the year. It's a very good song.
I don't remember you sending me
It was
that.
because it was the one that Pard was sitting in for.
Oh yeah, Pars was sitting in for that. Yeah, but we were playing, and they were like, "What is this?
Heaven.
How is that heaven?" It
You
all
just like
sounds the
can't
same.
hear yourself think. Like that's the best part of it. There's just so much stuff going on. And then the British accent just makes it all a lot better.
I think it was Central C were the one we were listening to.
I don't like it.
They all sound the exact same.
A little bit.
Who
But
lets
I
you,
don't.
why are you in charge of the aux for that?
I'm not. It's
They took it off you finally?
Well, my speakers both died. Yeah. X had it for a little bit, and then Taylor took it now because she brings her own speaker.
What's the music in the locker room? Is it copying yours or?
I think I submitted like over like 50 songs to the playlist, so I probably have a lot on there, but the British rap never gets played because I don't think anyone else likes it.
It's a just you thing.
Yeah, what else do they listen to? There's been a lot of country music this year. Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy.
Yeah, we gotta stop playing that one.
Yeah.
It's yeah, a lot of like party music, I'd say.
Yeah.
Stuff you hear.
Stuff
Club.
everybody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Country before a game, does it hype you up or does it like simmer you down? Because I've heard a little mixed reviews from other people about this.
Depends on the song.
Well, I mean, the other night they put on Zach Bryan Revival, so that one was a little slow.
Some people
to
were so
start.
mad
Yeah,
about
people were
that.
like, "What the heck is this?" So, I usually have AirPods in, so I don't really mind whatever's being played.
What's your music, Amara? What are you putting in the AirPods?
A lot of like, I don't know, there's this playlist on Apple Music that's called like 2000s hip hop workout music. And it's like Nelly, listen to like Promiscuous, like the club music. Get to it. Gets me super hyped.
That's not what I expected you to say when I see the way you're sitting there in the locker room.
What were you expecting her to say?
Well, it was Taylor Swift last year, but she's like really, really in the zone when she's sitting there. It's just like, so I wasn't expecting Nelly to be in New Year's.
I listen to Taylor Swift. I like her too, but sometimes she's like not hype enough sometimes,
Yeah.
So.
I asked this with some of the other teams, and I feel like Amara's probably going to be included in this answer, but you just had to pick 2 people from your team to be front and center at a Taylor Swift concert. Who would it be?
You
Becky.
and Becky. Becky's like
Becky.
absolutely
Becky
insane.
loves Taylor. Paid like for the VIP. Oh no, she didn't. I don't think she did. She went to Taylor. I don't think she paid for like the VIP floor tickets.
But I think Becky's like Taylor since we were like 14
yeah, she
years
loves
old.
Taylor.
Like I
She
remember
loves Taylor
that.
for sure.
The VIP gets backstage pass, front
Yeah,
row.
yeah, like 5-6K. They were expensive. Not that I
Dang,
did
Becky.
that. But, yeah.
That's something worth the flamer on if she eventually comes on.
No, I don't think she did it though. I think she was taught. She was like, "That's dramatic. I would never do that."
She would. She definitely
But
would.
she said she didn't. So maybe she couldn't get them. Maybe too high commodity. You know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Beckys out there looking to get T-Swift
Yeah.
tickets
Yeah.
at
Sure.
$5,000.
She's very dedicated.
Very dedicated.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew, you're up. Good to come
Well, I
back
just
to you.
want to add to our previous conversation about penalty minutes. And Becky is 76th in the league
Oh,
With how
she's
many?
not catching back up.
with 16.
I think I have 4.
That's one game. 1-5 in a game. She's back in it.
She's back in it.
But my question is, obviously the semester's coming to an end. Who would you put as your 3 stars of the semester on your team?
Obviously, number 1. She's carrying out there.
19 points, I believe. Now.
Yeah. She had 6 in one game.
Okay, but
That was our
that's
team.
our
But
team.
still.
Put that with an
But
asterisk.
still, no one else did that.
Okay, well, I mean, I was just trying to dump the puck a couple times.
It was
into-
so funny. From our hash marks, it just slips right under the goalie's back.
We're all trying our best out there, so. I definitely say Bree defense. Defense has been very difficult. You know, you're running 3. You got to make smart plays, make a lot of passes, and I think last year we were used to skating it a lot, making our own plays. And when you're running 3D all the time, you don't have enough stamina, and energy to do that. So we have to make a lot of smarter plays a lot of times. And down the offense, I'd say Aaron. Aaron's really doing well, making a lot of plays, getting to the corners, getting a little bit of shoulders rubbing down there, getting beat up.
I'm not even sure how many points she has, but she just does everything right every time.
Yeah.
Like, even if she's not on the score sheet for it.
It is updated, Andrew. You can check. It's not updated from last game because obviously she did not play last game, but I think she's 3 goals.
I don't think I have their spreadsheet.
You don't have their spreadsheet?
I don't think you
Hold
have
on,
their
I will look. I'm the one that's in charge of it because Bree yells at me when she doesn't get credit for her goals and stuff. Because Pacha has it wrong in her eyes.
Well, I was watching the West Virginia game. I don't know what the refs saw, but Taylor didn't pass me that puck. That shot. I'm pretty sure it was Becky. I'm pretty sure it was Becky. But then even on top of that, the other team passed that right to me. So I mean, I don't know how that works, but
4 goals, 7 points on Aaron.
Yeah, she's good.
Flunky had leaves leading the way with 9 or 10 goals too.
yeah. You
So
say
Amara
she's
got a little
beating
bit
me?
catching
She
up.
beating me?
She's beating you.
No way.
Yes, what?
No way.
So
I mean,
take the Pims.
I mean, she is a
turn it into
forward,
goals.
so I'm not gonna
That is
say
good.
it, but
Defense
she
is
is
kind of leading the way.
She is a forward. I think she should be doing more scoring than me. But
Hey, that doesn't stop Ryan Riffner.
yeah.
It doesn't stop Amara.
Listen, I get loose in the slot. Like, feed me. You gotta feed me right there, man. You know.
You don't even get loose. You push your way till no
You
one's
do,
around
just
you.
a
like,
wrecking ball down
yeah.
the ice, and then eventually you're like, oh, I'm open.
Yeah.
Every-
Hey, we
gone.
scored.
Maybe I should back check a little bit.
It
That's
works.
not part of your game.
It's not offensive, defensive.
The Amara
Chris Letang.
strategy, you get caught in the play, you look back and you say, can I get there? Nah, I'm just gonna stay here.
My key moment is usually Danny's back there. She's got it. She's got the 3-on-1.
Like Chris Letang, hands on your knees, just like.
I'm not Chris
Oh, wait.
Letang. I do not like that guy.
You're more an Eric Carlson.
No, even worse. I don't want to be either of them. I play a little bit defense.
Yeah, you shut down. Haley Steffi is a good player on Slippery Rock, and you absolutely shut her down the whole game.
Yeah,
It's very impressive.
What would you say you model your game after? This goes for both of you. Which player do you kind of model your game, you think, after?
I know who I don't want to be is Chris Letang, but I think
Why is
I'm
Chris Letang catching so
I
much
just
hate
I
right
just
now?
don't like Chris Letang. I think he's a bum. Like he just
Yeah.
you know, some of these goals, a distinct memory. I think it was in a cup final game or in the playoffs, and he's changing as the play is coming through the neutral zone and he's standing there at the bench. He doesn't even get off to let someone else
He
on.
just watches
He's
it
just
go.
standing there. And I'm like, Chris, come on, pal. Like, he's had 3 strokes. He needs to relax. Like, for his own safety, I think he should just Call
not
it.
not for anyone else's sake. You sitting at home
Not
yelling
for
at the
Amara's
TV.
mental
Yeah.
health.
Maybe for the goalies. I think he should just call it, you know?
Take him and EK both out of here.
Yeah. Geezers. Jeez.
Oh no, I think more of a. I don't know if this is an insult or not, but Brent Burns. Good offensive, not the fastest skater, can throw the body around.
Cadeyn, I don't know. I'm a speedy guy. I think I can turn the Jets on.
Yeah. Get off
So
the
can
train
Brent
tracks.
Burns every once in a while. I mean, he's saving all that energy for something.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. When I need to, I can hustle, but very few situations do I deem necessary. But
Save the energy.
yeah, something to work on. You know, turn the Jets on. I'll get there eventually.
All right, Bree, who do you think your best comparison
Yeah,
is?
I really don't know the answer to this.
I'm trying to think of an answer here. Cody CC.
That's an insult.
Morgan Riley. You're strong. I think you play pretty strong defensively. I know you don't like that, but I think you play pretty strong defensively.
Brian Dumoulin, the only stay-at-home defenseman left in the league. I actually don't know who else.
Roman Yossi.
Not many people play stay-at-home anymore. I wish I didn't. I wish I was like Kiehl out there, but I can't move that fast anymore.
Andrew, I'll ask you the same question for them. What do you think their best play style match is?
I think they hit them both on the head, though. So I can't really think of anyone else. I mean, I'll go with another stay-at-home defense, and I'll give Bree Ryan Graves.
Okay,
Ryan
that's
Graves
fair.
sucks, though.
That's your own opinion. That's your
Thanks.
opinion.
I would take Bree on defense over Ryan Graves any day of the week.
Ryan
here.
Graves.
We have the same hair.
Yeah.
That is true.
Amara. I think I can give you Kiehl.
I see what
Sometimes at practice, I pretend like I have edges like Kiehl, and I'll skate around at the blue line, inevitably falling, but I'd like to think. I wish.
What about PK? If you're doing that work, what about PK Subban?
Well, sometimes I do that just for jokes. It makes
Just
our
a-
coach, he's always like, "Man, what are you doing up there?" And I'm like shuffling and clapping. You know, the puck gets to the net. It does what it does, you know?
Yeah.
Just like PK Subban.
Yeah, just like PK Subban.
Actually, I like that comparison way better now.
Gotta make
Yeah.
it look nice, you know?
Does the style match PK Subban though? The off-ice style.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, nice
PK
little
Subban.
quarter zips and stuff. He has suits on, like the fancy stuff, but
Yeah, my quarter zips, I think I wear the same. I switch. I have two
Yeah.
quarter zips I wear. I switch them. I think
Alternate.
Yeah. Get a little bit of color in there, you know?
Best style on the team this year, off-ice. And then best style on the team on ice.
On ice, definitely not Michaela. Say that.
we're working on it.
Yeah, we're
It's a
trying
work
to
in
help
pro-
her. She just
Isn't
like...
there a story about like was it the socks or something?
Well, the socks and the shin pad combo
Yeah.
is not really working out too great, but we fixed it.
I don't know
think.
who taught her how to get dressed, but it's just...
How many siblings does she have? Like 9, 8?
No, she's 6. There's
Okay.
7 of them.
They probably all like taught each other
Yeah.
with all that stuff going on. No,
Yeah.
she's doing good.
She's getting better. We got her new shinnies, so she was wearing like size 17s or something, and her legs are not size 17, so they were like really low. And then we got her new ones, and we taught her how to tuck her tongue, so that's helping a little bit. But sometimes I'm just like, I look at her and I'm like, she's my stallmate, so I'll like look over and be like, what are you doing? But and she also, a little off topic, but the way she rips the tape, the clear tape, we all like share clear tape. She like does this weird little like fold thing to it so she can find the edge. And so every time I pick up the tape, I know she did it, and it makes
Like
me
a
so
long,
mad.
like, crush
It's
together,
like the edges. And then I have to rip that off, so I threw it out on one day. I was like, stop doing this. Like, keep one Irish star, stop doing this. But
Who do you think has best off ice?
off ice, I'd say Haley has pretty nice
Yeah.
combos.
I like Kaylee. She dresses like a cowgirl whenever
Yeah,
she
she
shows up.
has the
in the ring.
cowgirl hat, yeah.
She stood up
Yeah.
with the cowgirl her last game. I think it
Yeah.
might have been on camera when she was walking by behind. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh.
I like that.
Yeah.
On ice,
You got some pretty nice cage hang.
I try really hard to look like
She-
I know
did
what
you
I'm
take the
doing.
ear guards out,
Yeah,
too?
I have no ear guards.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for this kid to get clap it right to the head.
Yeah. All my earrings just stab me.
Get the ear guards in.
Yeah.
It feels a lot nicer without them.
What about the neck guards? Anyone put on the neck guards yet?
Yeah, Danny, Aaron, Hannah. Did anyone else? I can't.
I'm not sure. I know a couple people where I
Yeah.
think maybe Michaela.
I can't find one yet, but I plan on putting one on.
Amara,
too
you
scary.
going with the neck
No, if anyone's feet are anywhere near my head, we're gonna have other problems. I don't think.
That's
Come
fair.
on.
Yeah, I don't plan on. I think my cage cover is low enough. I mean, I also think our type of hockey we play isn't as fast as the. I'd say a little bit less dangerous, just because you're not making any massive hits, where your feet should be. They shouldn't be in the air to begin with, but
Yeah.
we're not hitting like crazy, so I don't think.
I just think about the girls that can't skate. That's what scares me. It's not like high level. It's like, when are you gonna fall and I'm not gonna expect it. That's what scares me.
Well, just pass that road.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
I think we have to get a GoFundMe for the entire RIT team to make sure that they're safe and protected. They continue playing,
Yeah.
and maybe a little bit of IEP's team.
Yeah.
They were so nice though.
Yeah, they were nice.
I love those girls.
We did like joint practice with them. They were nice. They were nice. They try, They
Yeah.
try hard. So
They didn't do very well against Slim. I'll say that.
What was that score?
I think it was like 15-2, 15-1, something like that.
yeah. At least they scored too.
Yeah.
They scored against you guys. I remember Andrew going, "How do you let them score?"
Did they score
Wait.
against us?
I thought it was like 14-0.
They split one in
Who?
when Alyssa was in net versus IUP.
Oh.
Yeah, that was 15-2.
And Andrew was watching. He's like, "Oh, this is gonna be mad about that."
No,
Well-
she played good that game for standing there and not doing
When
anything.
she faced like 4 shots.
Yeah.
Well, I got on the ice. I was ready to have an absolute heater. 6 seconds in, I score. Go by the bench, and coach is like, "Marrese, stop it right now! You're done! You're done! You're not how to shoot!" I was like, "Are you kidding me, man?" Like, so no fun for me that game. I just had to pass. So I was on like several breakaways. I just had to peel off. I was like, "This is so uncomfortable." Like,
Backdrop passing nobody.
yeah. Well, I tried to set up Mackenzie, and Mackenzie just comes in swinging. And I'm like, "Dude, I'm literally leaving the puck in front of the net for you. All you have to do is just shovel it in." But it is what it is. She'll get better.
It's been a work in progress, but what's it like having Mackenzie not in net for some games and playing out as a skater?
She's a body. That's what we need. We need bodies. So, I think she's filled her role pretty well.
Yeah.
Covering the wing, I think she's clearing pucks out pretty nicely. For a goalie and not playing out, I think she's covering very well. Obviously, if we continue in this path, I'd love to see more progression from her. But from where we started and where we are now, I think she's done a good job.
The recruiting class for next year has already started, especially since this one has a lot of, say in what one of them does.
Yeah.
But you get your sister Bailey
Yeah.
to come on. How cool is it to recruit your sister to come play for the team that you kind of built?
Yeah, I literally cannot wait. That's what I think about every single day. And with her being 4 years younger, I never thought I'd get to play with her. So that's very fun.
How about the rest of you got one other recruit coming in so far. What else have you guys been looking at recruit-wise to build on from this year?
So the other one was Maddie. She was on North Pittsburgh. And then there was actually a girl that committed, or she's from D.C. area, I think.
Virginia, I think, yeah.
Okay, yeah. She's another
Playing
defenseman.
Reston Raiders.
Yeah.
Another
And then,
defenseman.
yeah. There was another girl that toured, that was a Slippery Rock game. I think her name
I
was,
never saw
okay.
that girl.
Her name was Michaela, I think. Not
Of
sure
course,
what
more
position.
Michaelas.
Yeah, we're going to have 3. And then another goalie also came to talk to me and coach the other day. So there's at least a couple right now. So I'm excited for people getting aware of who we are and what we're doing.
The criteria right now says if your name is Michaela or Maddie, you're allowed to join the team automatically
And
because
all
that's
have to be
all
on
you
the
guys
same
have.
line. Yeah,
How many Maddies do we have?
2. Wait, no, we have 1.
One.
Well,
We
you did have 2,
We have
and then
1.
next year you're gonna have.
That's a good one.
You have 1.5. Well, right now you have a half because
we have like
Oh,
0.
Yeah, true. I didn't think about
Maddie
that.
Soros. She's there.
she's coaching.
Yeah, she's there. She's the equipment manager.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see Sarah play at all this year? Or is she just taking the year to relax, get her back to full strength?
I'm hoping next semester. I know she's talking to doctors and stuff and trying to get cleared for contact, but I mean, it's your brain. There's no point risking that type of long-term health for club hockey.
Yeah.
So.
That's fair enough. But hopefully she's good to go. It's good to still see her out in the middle with you
Yeah,
guys
she
and
loves
everything.
hanging out with us, and she does a very good job getting our stuff from the bench to the locker room and everything, so we really appreciate her still sticking around.
the second best EQ because Andrew claims he's number 1. So
I never claimed that. I haven't been EQ this year at all. I've dressed more
Congratulations.
games.
Yeah.
last 2 years you were though. So
No, just last year.
just last year.
Freshman year, I dressed every game because we only had 3
Oh,
games.
that's true. That's right because you got
Last
more
year, I
players.
dressed 2 games.
This year you're at what 5?
5, yeah.
Good
I'm
job.
just shot in the dark.
No,
I'm proud of
4.
myself.
4.
Oh,
Me and Jimmy have split exactly 4.
now I'm sad. All right, I'll still go around the table one more time. Borshi, start with you.
Did we do the skilled comp yet?
No.
All you?
Well, you're just pass off the melee?
Okay, so fastest skater, hardest shot, and most accurate shot.
We're
On your
involved. You
team.
have to be the co-host here. That's your job.
Alright.
Fastest skater.
You know, I know everyone holds out on me, but I feel like if I come on the ice fresh, fresh, I can move.
Is this where the
I'm like a
ego
cheetah.
fine?
Ego fine. He said ego fine.
You go fine.
Yeah.
Ego fine?
I don't know.
No, I don't know, kid. Come on to practice. I'm flying. I don't know. I can hustle. Who would be top skater?
Top skater?
Yeah,
Top
fastest
skater.
skater.
If I wasn't so tired all the time, I'd love to race you. You actually are very fast.
Maybe Becky. I don't know.
Becky?
Everyone I see, I think I could beat. I think I could beat them.
It's a good mindset.
I think I could beat
Yeah, good mindset.
Yeah, because we'll do like little drills in practice, kind of working on like angling and stuff, and we'll kind of match each other. And
Yeah.
maybe Danny. Danny could probably beat me,
Danny
but
got
she's
wheels.
got like 4 inches on me too. So
Legs
That's
are long.
true. She has
Yeah.
more. She has to take less strides than you do.
yeah.
You call 0 to 100, maybe you.
Who's our final answer?
I'll say you. But you're gonna be my hardest shot too, so that's not fair.
Hey, listen.
No.
Listen.
Are you just gonna pick her for all 3?
She's just
Hardest
good.
shot. Yeah, when Bree lines up for a slap shot, I've been hit in front of the net before. It hurts.
The problem
It
is Bree
hurts.
doesn't shoot.
Yeah.
Need to see that shot more.
Yeah.
I have a very large fear of shooting from far away, so I'm working on that right now.
But we're always far away.
I know.
We're defensemen.
It's your job.
I don't shoot.
Yeah, in practice she's like ripping clappers from the blue, so I mean I've been hit, I think two times maybe.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah. I didn't go down though, I stood like a champ, I took it. But hardest shot.
Hardest wrist shot is by far you.
That's the only shot I take.
I would put her against some of the other men in this program, and I think she could shoot.
The
harder
boys,
than
come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, Amara. Well, we're talking on that subject. This is in the works of a skills competition between all 4 teams.
I just
We're
want to
working on it.
scrimmage.
Yeah,
I want to
that's-
scrimmage. the
Yeah, that's what-
ball.
Okay, scrimmage too.
When we do the, I know like over break we'll do some like mixed scrimmages just for fun, like open skates, and I think the boys like think they're being helpful, sitting back, but I just make them look silly. Cause they don't. I mean, I guess they're not trying. Cause they want to be supportive. I guess I'm not sure, but I'm like, you look silly, man.
They haven't seen your games. They don't know what's coming. Andrew knows what's
I know.
coming if
I
he's
know.
in net for that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Allie said she's got to teach you a few things.
Yep.
A few things.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Accuracy shooting.
Accuracy.
Yeah, pick me again.
Ego fun.
I'd say if we're going field goals, probably Taylor. She sails them high over the net.
She
That's
loves
why
the
I-
netting.
High over the net or to the face of the goalie. But when she can pick a corner, like she could. I understand why she shoots high. She can pick corners. She does miss over the net, but don't we all sometimes miss over the net?
Think about if someone like actually had like if you didn't get to dangle the goalie,
Mm.
if you were shooting and you had to pick a spot, who would actually score in that situation?
Ex Martinez final answer.
I feel like Aaron, Becky,
Yeah. Yeah, Aaron or Becky.
or me. I think
Yeah.
I'd
Or
push.
you.
If I get close, my accuracy is pretty nice, but I'm never close.
She needs to be at like the hash mark.
Yeah.
I say underdogs Danny.
I feel,
Danny?
but back to my point, she makes them move so far that they're not even in the net anymore most of the time.
Yeah, Danny
But
does.
she like it's still good
Yeah.
skill, but she's so good at faking them out that
Yeah.
it's like there's just like this hole this big. So
Yeah.
she's gonna hit it.
Danny has the pretty moves.
Yeah.
More, what do you think your shot comes in at, like miles per hour wise?
Probably not much. I think I tried the radar gun one time. I was a little embarrassed, so I just put it away.
It's definitely
Slap shot. I've been getting better at the slap shot. Would I take it during a game? No, never, never. My body just looks weird and it feels weird when I take it. My shoulder, like everything, just does not look right. So I just prefer scratch that. I take like snapshots, kind of. Definitely not fast. Maybe like 50, 60.
You're
It's not
underestimating
bad at all.
yourself.
No, maybe the radar gun was broken, but the one I was using was dogging on me, so it did not like me. So
Andrew.
Since we're here, we're gonna hit with skills competition V2.
V2.
The 3 different skills. First one will be the save streak. Which of you 3 goalies can make the most consecutive breakaway saves?
breakaway saves. We play. Oh, sorry. Were you done, Andrew?
Yeah.
We play 7 puck. We play 7 puck, which I'm sure you guys know. 7 puck's the blue line. We go in, try to score, and we make the goalies look a little silly. I won't lie. I won't lie. The goalies hate me. They're always like, "Amara, you do the same move every time." I'm like, if you know what I'm doing, then why don't you save it? They're like, well, you could do something else. I'm like, oh, the whole point of it.
I think Alyssa's a little slept on. She just sits back there, doesn't say a word, and it's actually hard to score against her.
The one move that I use, she always stops. She's just, like, long.
Yeah.
She just gets her leg out there, and I'm like...
And it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think I have it, and then I can't lift the puck,
Yeah.
Next one will be the dangles, going through the pucks and through the cones. Who can do the best handles?
I'd say Becky or Danny.
I feel like I haven't seen Danny and do that kind of stuff in a while because she's not at practice. But you know her more than I do.
Word.
I think Becky's pretty good. She always does, all these fancy things.
Yeah, toe drags. Yeah, Becky.
And the last one is the saucer passes. Who can get in the small little nets?
Oh, yeah, me. Yeah. I love the saucer pass.
Yeah.
I've been working on not sending them, waist high at people. But...
That one was coming at me hot. The one game I was like, I don't know how to stop this.
Sometimes I see the person going, for the stretch, but I gotta go through, 4 people to get it there. So I'm like, if I send it, waist high, maybe they'll just let it hit them and then catch it that way,
But if you watch her during warm-ups, we're, boards to boards, and it's flying across right on my stick every single time. So it's pretty fun to watch.
All right, Peyton, over to you one more.
Do you have a favorite memory in all the years you've played hockey?
All the years I've played hockey.
Or could be this year, too, or since being at RMU.
Bree's fake overtime winner.
I don't know what to say about that. So both?
Hey, that's up to
Do
you.
both.
You can do both.
Do you want to go first?
I'll go first. My one for this season will probably be, we did a, I'm not sure what you call it, but slam poetry on the bus. We were going to do karaoke, but everyone's like, oh, I can't sing. It's like, that's the whole fun of karaoke. No one can sing. Maybe Danny can sing, but we're like, karaoke, no one wanted to do it. So I was like, come on, guys. So then we read songs. None that can be named in public, but they were good songs. I think it was a good time. Everyone had some fun, so
Yeah.
it's probably the best memory from this year for me.
I don't know why I'm struggling with this. I think, honestly, anytime we get on the bus, everyone's it's just fun. There's always some conversations that come up, and even the last bus trip, she was asking what's one thing we don't know about you? So that kind of stuff, it's fun to get the time to talk about those things when you're always focusing on hockey and everything. So I like the bus.
All-time hockey memory, I'm sure Aaron will love this, the Armstrong girls. 2021 districts, I remember this day so perfectly, vividly in my mind. I think about it a lot. Anytime they try to make fun of me, I just remind them of this moment. Armstrong Arrows versus Steel City Selects. We were playing them for districts. This was the final game to go to nationals. The whole big thing, going to Colorado. Some people have already bought their tickets. We're like, we gotta win this. We're up 2-1. I'm on the ice. I don't know what I was doing. We get scored on. Not playing defense, obviously. Going to shoot out. And I'm up, and I'm like, oh, okay, I have one move I pull. And I'm like, please, for the love of God, please work. And I just dogged on this goalie. I just dogged on her, slid right into the open net. And I'm just looking at their bench like, let's go. And I don't remember Erin, but I can picture her now on the bench, sad because I just beat their team. But Erin, I think Taylor might have been on that team. Erin, Taylor.
When did Allie play Arrows? Was she?
18. So she was only there for 1 year.
So maybe not.
Maybe not.
It was her sophomore year of high school.
All I remember was a great time. After that, we all celebrated, and I got mac and cheese bites, so that was a good day. But best hockey memory had to have been that. And then, Nationals, Colorado, great trip there. Great show, and we placed third. So, not how, we wanted it to end, but never forget beating Arrows. Every year we're beating Arrows like clockwork.
Whenever I was in high school, I got to play with my brother and my cousin on the same team, so that was very fun. And also my parents just happened to come to see me play at Newman. Like, whenever I was at Canton, they came to see my game. And just by chance, I scored my first college goal there, so that was very cool to have them there.
Amara, this probably won't be a good question for you, but favorite chirp that is PG?
I use a lot of swears. Not even swears, just like, fun buzzwords when talking to people. Yeah, I'm not very crafty with my words. I usually just call them, like, fat or something. Like, oh, you fatty, come here. Like, just really make them think about themselves, like their self-esteem and their worth. I think that's where you target them best. But I've been watching some Letterkenny, trying to get some more chirps. But I just don't think I'm fun enough to do that. I think I'm just more of the goon. I hit them and say something cheap and leave.
The Doug Glad of the team.
Yeah, I'd say.
All right, Bree, what's your go-to chirp?
I don't. My dad always just tells me to say, "Good one, buddy," and give them a thumbs up and smile at them. He says be nice to them, but I don't really ever talk to anybody during the game. I kind of just, I don't know. I don't have anything good in my head, so I just don't say anything at all.
The quiet captain.
Yeah.
All right, last question before I let you guys go. Of course, you guys know how this works. You guys get to pick the next two to come on. Who are you guys picking?
I feel like the answer is always going to be Becky and Erin, but they're just going to keep saying no, so.
Did Taylor and Michaela go yet?
I don't think so. No, that'd be fun.
Ask her about her style, Michaela. Ask her about her style.
About the
Actually, I
style.
promised I would stop dogging on her so much, so. She has gotten better, I will say. The new shittings were definitely a step. Tucking the tongue is definitely another step, but, we can't all be sty gods. Some of us got to set the bar.
We're taking Michaela under our wing a little bit.
Yeah, we're helping her out.
Yeah.
All right, Bree, I'll let you have the floor. Your recruiting pitch that you could use for anyone that wants to join R&U Women's Club Hockey. The floor is yours.
We will take care of you. Everyone's like a family. You will have a lot of fun here, but you will be challenged too. So that's like, it's not going to be easy, but we will make you a better person. And I have a lot of fun here. And I think that's, I don't know, I really love it here. And everyone's very nice. Anything?
I'm a better teammate than opponent.
That's fair. Wise words from the assistant captain.
I don't hit my teammates in practice, I'll say that for sure.
Who gets their teammates in practice?
Some people do. Well, Michaela tried to hit me with the puck one time. She did. It didn't hurt, but she did.
Dang, Michaela.
Yeah, I know.
Plunky and Michaela, you guys are next.
Yeah.
Can't wait to talk about the sty problems with Michaela. But thank you both for coming on for the second time. It's always great to have you. You're more than welcome to come back anytime, and can't wait to watch you guys next semester, I should say. And it's going to be a much better semester, I know that for sure.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Bree Medved and Amara Marrese, ladies and gentlemen, we will have two members of the D1 team, including Sal DiDomenico, yet again, to come on the pod in just a couple minutes' time. Stay tuned. We are back live. I got Sal DiDomenico with me, the second time he's made an appearance already this semester, and Travis Strutt to the far side here. Travis, I'm going to start with you. First goal against Duquesne. What was the feeling?
It was great. When you go a decent amount of time without your first goal, makes you feel 10 times better when you get it. It was a game winner too, and first one of the game, got the boys buzzing. It just felt really good to get it off my back.
How cool is it that yourself, Braden Martin, and Andrew Finnegan all got their first goal in the same game?
It was awesome. When 3 players get their first in one game, really good for the morale of the team, and get that monkey off your back and it feels like the weight is off your shoulders and you're good. So it's good.
Let's learn a little bit about you, Travis. Go through your youth career, what got you into the game, walk us all the way up through high school league, and what got you here to RMU.
Yeah, well, I was always a big football fan growing up, and I didn't even know about hockey. And my dad had the Pens game on one time, and I was watching. I was like, what's this? That looks fun. I want to try that. And so I was asking my parents, and they're like, yeah, we'll let you skate. And I was like 5. I learned to skate. And I really loved it. I knew it was something I would love to do. And 6 or 7, I started playing hockey. I just loved it ever since. And I played for Butler Valley Dogs up in Valencia, where my hometown was. And it was a small team, but, I felt like I grew a lot there, got to learn basics of the game. Then I moved to New Kensington to play. And the years there were okay. And then I moved back to Valencia to play for the Icemen, which was AAA, so that gave me a big boost in skill level and competition-wise. But then I came to Neville Island to play for the Foxes, and that's when I got close to RMU and Archer team. And I was like, yeah, that'd be a cool team to play for. So when I graduated high school, I was like, yeah, I'll try out. It's a good school, and here I am today.
The PA guy for the Foxes was the same PA guy for RMU and Austin McLean.
Yeah.
Do you have any fun stories about Austin McLean calling your game? Because he's a character off the ice, that's for sure.
I can't think of any in particular. I just know he would always give us fist bumps going on the way out. I was like, fist bumps for a Foxes game is kind of crazy, but he loves to do it, and he's a good guy.
Another RMU close connection, Sean Mullen, the former captain of the Tier 2 roller team, 2-time champion.
Yeah.
What is your relation to Sean? How did you guys become friends, and did he sway you in any way at all to come to RMU?
Yeah, well, he was best friends with my sister's husband, and my sister's husband plays hockey too, so we all got together to play hockey, and he's such a nice guy, easygoing, and we really connected. And he was always chirping at me to go to RMU, because I wanted to go to Liberty in the first place. But he's like, oh, RMU's better. Come to RMU. So yeah, it's close. I'll give it a try. He was a business major too, so he loved it. So he was a big supporter of me going to RMU.
Why Liberty? I feel like it's a little bit of a stretch to go all the way out to Liberty. Why there?
I mean, they have a great hockey program there, and the campus is beautiful. I was there 2 summers ago. It's just an amazing campus, but seemed all right to get to. But RMU is good.
All right, so we'll get to bring you in now. We learned a little about Strutter. Let's get into. You guys have been on the road for a while, so there's a lot of trips that have happened since then. Let's start with the Drexel trip. A lot of fun stories from the Drexel trip. Did you guys want to share? Of what happened in the off times and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, for me, not being able to play and everything, at that time I was still coming back from mono, so I was still out, but me and McCabe kind of wandered off before one game because we got kicked off the UPenn soccer field where we warmed up the night before, and then the night before that, they turned off the lights halfway through us warming up. We were kind of out there for a little bit. Me and McCabe usually go out earlier before everybody else and start playing sewer. And then, the whole team started to come out, and then they just shut the lights off on us, halfway through. And, 5 seconds after everybody stepped off the field, they turned the lights back on. So we weren't very welcomed, but I guess as far as kind of funny stories, that one's definitely up there.
Okay, was that your fault that they turned the lights off?
No, I had nothing to do with it.
You're not gonna blame you can blame Sal?
Yeah.
Wasn't McCabe late on that trip? Was that the one he was late on?
You were
That
late.
was the one.
That was
nowhere.
He shut the down.
McCabe was actually an hour late?
Hour
late.
and a half late.
He was an
Trent
hour
said.
and a half late to the bus ride for Drexel.
No, it was Delaware. Because I was supposed to make the first start in Delaware. But I didn't. I didn't make it because I got
Oh,
benched
yeah.
because I was an hour and a half late.
Yeah, that's right.
Different road trip.
Not
Set
the
the
road trip
tone
to
for
talk
the
about.
team.
Then the week after Drexel, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Delaware trip, McCabe's late, coming to the bus. So yeah, you missed the start because of that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. It's okay. It all worked out. So.
All right, let's go to the Delaware trip. Not probably a lot to do in Delaware, I would say, or is that a little surprising? There actually was.
It was kind of exciting because I think it was the second game at Delaware. They had a football game at home, so there was a lot of people around. It was kind of cool. Like, I don't know, I'm like kind of like a people watcher sometimes. Like, it's kind of cool to see different people and see what they kind of do. But that was my first weekend back after mono, so I was kind of all dialed in. And my first game was like really bad, and I'm sure these guys will attest. I was not in the best.
Strutter's definitely nodding on that one.
Yeah,
He got bodied last shift.
Yeah, I was not in the best mood following that game. So I was, as far as the Delaware trip goes, I was kind of in my own little world trying to get back on track, especially after missing 7 weeks from mono. So I was, I didn't do too much in Delaware, but I'm sure there were still other fun things that happened.
Yeah, crossing the highway to get to Chipotle.
Oh yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, we had to cross like 6 lanes of traffic to get to Chipotle. So me, Strutter, Tone, and Martin, we all went just.
He almost got us killed. He said it was good to go. He
Just
started
ran
going,
across
and there
the
was
highway.
a car ready to hit us.
It pulled out at like the last second. In my defense, okay, like it came out of nowhere. But yeah, so that was kind of funny, and it was kind of funny to watch Joseph and Joycey try to get across the highway too, because they met us over there. They didn't go the first day, but they went the second day.
Yeah.
And that was kind of fun to watch
Across the
them try.
highway.
Yeah.
I can just picture just Mike and Joycey just waiting for the traffic.
Well, it was funny
clearance to
because
go across.
we didn't know they were coming, and I turned around real quick. I don't know why. I turned around. I think I was talking to Strutt, and I turned around, and I see Joseph and Joycey just standing there because there was like a little median area in between, the oncoming traffic.
Right.
I just see them both standing there, like hands in pockets. I was like, all right. That made me laugh, but that was funny.
NYU, the joke was beforehand that Strutter and Martin like to walk off, and they need leashes, so you guys always know where they are. Strutter, did you wander?
Yeah, we did go around, but we were with a group of guys. We went around the pier, looking at the water, but we had older guys watching over us, so we made it back in time.
New York, obviously a lot of walking around that you guys did. What were some of the cool places that you guys got to visit while you're in New York City?
I mean, we didn't really get to visit anywhere too cool. I met Gene Simmons in an elevator.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Staying at the same hotel? Or?
Yeah. Kiss was performing at MSG that Friday night that we got there, and I got back. We got to our room, and I had to go right back downstairs to get the pizza because the guy from DoorDash called me. And so I went downstairs to get the pizza, and I hop on the elevator. Well, you have to like scan your card to get to like your floor. Mm-hmm. My card wasn't the scanner wasn't working. The elevator button wasn't working. So these two guys had were on the VIP floor or whatever, which I think it was like 22 floors or something. It was a big hotel. So they get to the top of the hotel, and these two, they get off, and the door's about to close. I got these two pizzas, and I'm like, and the door's open. I'm like, dude, you gotta be kidding me. Well, in comes like these two massive freaking bodyguards. I'm like, this is great. I'm like, these guys are about to steal my pizza. Like, that's where my mindset was at. Well, then in walks Gene Simmons and like two other security guards. And at first, like, I didn't know. It was like, I knew it was the guy from Kiss, but I couldn't remember his name. So I couldn't be like, oh, hi, Gene Simmons. But he looked at me. He goes, is that pizza for me? And me, like an idiot, I went, no. And I realized shortly after that I just told Gene Simmons that he couldn't have a slice of my pizza. So I go, I mean, you can have a slice if you want it. And he was like, no, I'm going to a big dinner with some important friends. Meanwhile, the dude's in like jeans, like a freaking a half jacket, and like freaking like a black t-shirt. Like he looks like someone's dad going to a barbecue. But it was a big dinner for him, I guess.
It was a big dinner.
So I remember texting this kid because I was hungry. I said, do you have any extra pizza I could have? And his response to that was, I just met Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
Bro, I want pizza. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, but so then I had like a little conversation with him, which was very awkward. It was like a super awkward conversation because my responses were like really like bland because I was like still trying to figure out who he was in my head. But I think the best part of the conversation is he got out of the elevator. I said, "Have a good night." And on the elevator, we had talked about, because he noticed I was wearing Rod Moore stuff. He's like, "Oh, you play sport?" I was like, "Yeah, hockey." Well, he was like, I tell him, "Have a good night." He turns around and he goes, "Have fun at hockey." And he turned back around and just kind of like kicked off. And I was like, that was a very like emphatic exit. But yeah, so that was my experience with Gene Simmons.
Shout out Gene Simmons.
Yeah, great guy.
Now an RMU hockey fan.
Super nice. Oh yeah, big RMU guy.
Next charity night with Gene Simmons.
Hello.
Well,
Everybody's wearing a wig.
face paint down. Everyone's just kiss themed.
Neat.
Who says no?
We need to make a calendar.
Gene Simmons calendar.
Kiss themed calendar.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know how much that would sell.
No, probably not at all.
Who's the cover athlete?
Strutter.
Strutter, the cover athlete?
Yep.
I'll buy it.
Okay.
Someone bought my jersey on charity night.
Okay, I was gonna bring that up. When it comes to charity night, of course, usually the parents bet on the jerseys. You get it back.
Yeah.
You didn't get yours back.
Get mine back.
Do you know who took your
I
jersey?
have no idea. I've been asking everyone. It's like, I don't know. You're gonna see your jersey walking around campus one day. I'm like, that's my jersey. And like, I was talking to my parents about it, and they were like, yeah, we were going to bid on it because we won it, and like, it was already sold. And I remember, I think it was Draper's dad come running to the locker room, like, Strutt, ate your jersey, someone bought it. Like, come on, man, I want my jersey.
Anyone else lose their jerseys? Or is it just you? Were you the lone person to lose it?
I think I was the only one. It's brutal.
It's
There's a nice jersey, too. I wanted that thing.
Everyone else gets to hang theirs up, and
Yeah.
Strutter's just somewhere in the abyss.
Yeah. Never to be seen again.
I wonder who has that jersey.
There's, if you guys know, I know it's before your time, but Parker Rutherford, the former goalie here, similar story happened to him. This lady was bidding against his parents. The parents eventually got to a point where they're like, we're not paying this much for your jersey. And some lady got the jersey, and it was never to be seen again. And Parker's the one just to say where it is.
I heard about that one.
Poor Parker. I think that was the Vets for Pets one.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
That's so funny.
Poor Parker. All right, let's go behind the table. We're going to start with the teammate, the one that's usually not here. He might show up a little bit more often now. Mr. Caleb McCabe, fresh off his color commentary debut. Question for your teammates.
I got one for Strutter. Who's a better Suey player, you or me, in your opinion?
And I feel like you're a more consistent player, but I feel like I pull off more spectacular plays.
Yeah.
But one of these days, we're going to be better than the Vets.
We're both pretty awful.
Yeah, one of these days, we're going to be better than the Vets.
Yeah, in a couple of years.
Yeah.
How's the arm feeling?
How's your arm feeling? it
Classic
feels
question.
it feels fine. I still can't bench straight. It's about as far as she'll go, but I've started to get back on the ice and like do some more personal PT stuff. So I mean, it feels fine. Just doesn't go straight.
So the assistant captain of Team IR might be coming off of IR soon?
Right now I'm projected to be back for the next game against Temple. Originally when I got hurt, when I went for my follow-up appointment, the doctor told me 8 to 10 weeks. Well, the Temple game at that time fell on the 9th week. So worst comes to worst, I need an extra week. I missed the Temple weekend, but then I'm good for the rest of the season, which is more important because besides the 2 against Westchester, they're all conference games.
Exactly. It's the
So,
more important ones.
I honestly, it was a good time to get an injury, I guess, if you really think about it. Like, to miss 8 to 10 weeks but only miss 4 games is...
Right.
I'll take that any day, so...
All right, Mr. Bush, you are up.
I'm excited for this question. All right. So if we were to play Chell on the podcast, would you guys be down? And who is the best Chell player on your team?
I would definitely be down.
Yeah, I'd be down.
But
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't want to sound like that guy, but I feel like I'd be the best at Chell.
Oh,
I mean,
not bad.
I will say,
Ego
I will
fine.
say that I did beat Borsch, who is on the esports team.
For Rocket League, yeah, not Chell.
You're still better at video games than me.
Okay.
That's the takeaway. Specifics don't matter.
Yeah.
But I did beat him pretty good with a terrible team. So I will like to say that I'm pretty good at Chell.
I'll put it out in the atmosphere. I am better than Kiehl.
No.
A story about Sean. I was over at my friend's house, and Sean was there, and we were playing Chell together, me and Sean. And and it was like 7-0 in the first period, and he rage quit. I'm like, man, come on. So,
Just finish the game at
Yeah.
that point. Andrew knows about rage quitting
Sean,
sometimes.
come on,
Yeah,
man.
sometimes.
Do better.
Speaking of Sean, we got 2 questions in the chat from Sean Mullen.
Boo.
Do you want to take one?
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you could do one, I'll do the other one.
If you could choose your NHL line mates of current NHL players, who would they be?
Wow. So like,
Is this a starting 5? Like,
yeah, I was about to say like
Your
all
line.
4.
You're on one of the line. You're on a line.
Okay,
well,
so
for Sal's
yeah,
would
for
be
me
D
it'd just be a
partner.
D partner.
Yeah. And then for Strutt, it would be
We'll
his
do all
forwards.
5, and you're D and you're forward.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. I like
Okay,
that.
yeah.
So full 5 lineup, but you're playing for.
And then
D.
McCabe in net.
Yeah.
That won't end well.
I'll play about 10 minutes.
Oh.
I'd put, if I could play with any defenseman, I'd love to play with Kiehl and McCrory. I mean, his passing, his edge work is insane. And then like for my forwards, you have to have Sid on there, right?
Yeah, that's fine, of course.
Sid, McDavid, and Tomas Hertl, favorite player. It's a bias, but I like it.
It's a weird group. I think it meshed decently well.
For me, probably center. You got to go with Sid, obviously. Probably other winger would be Pasta.
I like that.
Pasta. He's my favorite player. He's so gross. Defense, I would go Erik Karlsson for sure. Man, I don't know. Maybe Charlie McAvoy comes to mind.
Okay, I
Bigger
like that.
guy.
I like Charlie.
Bigger
Charlie
guy.
McAvoy's an underrated pick there.
That's a good pick, though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Good both ways. Better than EK in his own zone, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We got a lot of Chris Letang slander in the last episode before this. So,
Really?
what is your thoughts about Chris Letang? Does he deserve the slander?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I feel bad for I don't feel bad for him, but like I'm sure like bringing in a guy like Erik Karlsson puts a lot of pressure on him to have to you bring in best defenseman in the NHL last
Right.
year, over 100 points. It's kind of hard to match up to that. So I'm sure it's a little nerve-wracking, but I still think he plays solid at-home defense. I feel like he does his job well. So I feel like the Letang slander is crazy, but I feel like, not saying that Erik Karlsson's playing bad, but I feel like if there's any defenseman who should be getting some slander, I feel like it should be Karlsson.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I mean, Letang, he's good, but sometimes he just seems careless out there. He just make a pass completely to the other team and just a little stick check and that's it. So.
No back checking at all.
Our power play looks terrible.
No, power play is god awful.
Oh, it's bad.
At least RMU's 14% power play percentage is better than the Penguins. Good work, guys. 4% better.
We're not on the power
You're not on the
play.
power play. Why are you fist pumping?
I don't know. I was going to say, we're not on the power play.
You gotta support, right?
Support the team.
Sure.
All right, Peyton. Another question from Mr. Mullen.
Yeah. What is your favorite off-ice training tool? Watching film, dryland, stick handling, roller hockey, deck hockey, weightlifting, etc.
I like the etc.
You can take this first.
Honestly, probably weightlifting. You know, I mean, we're adults, 18, 19. Our hands are pretty decent. They're not going to be as much better, so I think it's important, especially for a younger guy, to keep your strength up because you're playing with some big boys who are 24, 25. So if you want to compete with them, you got to be pretty strong. So.
I'm a big fan of watching film. I love watching film. After every game, I'll go back to my place. I'll have some McDonald's or Sheets or whatever's open, and I'll literally sit down. I'll just watch film. I'll watch the film from the game that night and eat my little post-game meal type thing, and then go to bed and get ready for the next day. And then obviously, I don't have a game the next day. I still watch the film.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like watching film.
Should be an easy answer, but who's your favorite broadcast crew?
I'm gonna say Caleb McCabe.
Yes, there you go.
McCabe's a good color commentator. Did a good job.
You have to go the guy sitting right beside me here.
Yeah. Thank you.
10 out of 10.
So you're getting a fine for that.
He was on the Hockey House Pod.
You're getting a fine.
I've been on way too many times.
Yeah.
give
See,
credit.
look,
Yeah,
Mr. Pod.
I'll give
Yes,
Strutter a
crew.
credit.
We are the crew.
I was about to say, this is the whole
This is
crew.
my supporting cast.
Yeah.
Technically
Look at that, the
mine.
star of the show.
Hey, I
The
think
star of the
I-
show. He's not going to shy away from it. I love it. I love
Peyton's
it.
the
You're
one.
the face. I'm the brain.
Yeah, you're the one behind it all, and then Andrew is everything else in there as well. Andrew has the sprinkle of
Mike Lang's
I
pretty
make
good.
sure everything works.
Yes.
Mike Lang's awesome.
Yeah, Mike Lang is best.
Great call.
Andrew keeps me sane.
Andrew is he's literally the supporting role.
I'm the glue.
Yes.
I'm the Leonardo DiCaprio. She's like the Sony, and you're like the person from Titanic that, survived and Leo didn't. Whatever that actor was. That's the
You could have used any other analogy.
I know. I feel like
I
that
like
was-
Titanic. Titanic was on the mind.
How about The Great Gatsby? And who? Tobey Maguire. You're like Tobey Maguire in
It's
The
the
Great
Tobey
Gatsby.
Maguire. He gets an Oscar before Leo does though.
There you go, Spider-Man.
Yep.
You are Spider-Man now. How does that
Yep.
make you feel?
I love it. I'm gonna go out that window.
Okay. This is a question all around. Who's your favorite Spider-Man?
I'm gonna go Tobey Maguire. I'm
Yeah.
a classic guy.
Sorry.
I love
Tobey?
Tobey Maguire. As Spider-Man. I know a lot of people
Okay.
say you're gonna say
You have
Andrew
an opinion?
Garfield.
I'm gonna say Tom Holland.
Okay.
I agree with McCabe here. I like Holland.
I really like Tom Holland
Those
too.
were, like the top ones.
I got a different answer. I got Uriel and Tom.
You're going way off the board.
Yeah.
Way off the board.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he should have won best voice actor at Game of the Year.
I see it. I see why.
Those movies are good though.
They're really good. Can't wait for the next one.
I know.
The way they ended it was money.
Yeah. Cliffhanger for sure.
Or is she? What do you think?
Andrew Garfield. I don't
No.
know what
See,
anyone
look,
else is
that's
talking
the
about
answer
here.
I was waiting
I
for.
don't know
Why-
I don't know where
you-
anything else is coming from.
What's the Holland disrespect here?
There's no disrespect, but like,
See-
he just like copied.
I just think it's because the
Copy.
I just think the Andrew Garfield movies aren't as good, and I feel like that really like slanders how good. Because I think Andrew Garfield played the role great. I just think the movies aren't as good as like all the other ones, so I feel like that slanders his name a little bit. Listen, I'm trying to support your case. You're looking at me like a
Andrew
madman.
Garfield saves Zendaya. Like it was just like the perfect.
Andrew Garfield saves who?
Zendaya
Yeah.
in the last movie.
Oh,
I
I mean,
know.
all three of them were
My bad.
together.
yes.
Did you
I
not watch it?
No, I thought he was getting the mixed up. I was
Spoiler
about to
warning.
call him
No,
out.
no.
Whoa.
No, I was
It's
about to
only
call
been
him
2
out.
years.
It's only-
It's only been a couple years.
I watched that movie like 3 times after I got my wisdom teeth out.
You're gonna
Yeah.
put a spoiler warning like
Spoil-
at the beginning of the video.
Football warning. I say, I don't know how many times I rewatched that movie.
That's a good one.
So I went with you for the second time. So I went by
It was the
myself.
first time.
Was it the first time?
Yeah.
And I went again the second time, like 2 days later.
Uh-huh.
And then I watched it legally on my TV a couple days later. Very legal.
Elaborate.
What?
Context?
No context. No context though. It was a very legal way of watching movies. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sure.
They're not gonna come after me. Shout out Jeff Jameson. Shout out David Sue Jameson Conference Center for hosting once again. We love David Sue. Shout out Magna 5. Not our real sponsor, but okay. Sponsor of Army Club Basketball, and that's it.
We got
Why-
a new sponsor.
Club Hockey could get a sponsor. Who would you want it to be? Besides Lulu.
I think Draper would be Lulu. I don't know. You go first. I need to
I
think.
have no idea.
Oh, sponsored. Because aren't we sponsored by CCM technically, or no?
Yeah.
I was thinking CCM would be nice.
Yeah, I would say kinda
A full
CCM.
sponsor would be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, sure. The full CCM sponsorship.
Yeah.
Free sticks, free equipment.
That would be really nice.
Shit. I'm more of a Bauer guy. I'm
I
not a
use
big
Bauer.
CCM.
I use Bauer sticks,
I used to use Bauer, then I switched over to CCM.
but I have a lot of CCM stuff, like hoodies and shirts and hats.
What's the most underappreciated hockey brand when it comes to sticks? And I know everyone's more, CCM, Warrior, Bauer. Which one do you think is the most underappreciated? Like, is it True? Is it the Old Eastons? Is it the Cohos?
Oh, the old Eastons for sure.
I miss the Old Eastons.
The old Eastons were fantastic. I have all my broken sticks in like a trash can like in my room. Like that sounds like bad, but like it's neat. I promise. But like it's all of my broken sticks I've ever had in the corner, and at least like 12 of them are Eastons.
I love Easton.
Dude, they were great.
Yeah, I used to have it was like lime green, like my first stick. It was like an Easton. It was like 20 pounds. That thing lasted forever.
They always
I
had
scored a
some-
lot of
the
goals
wood
in 3-on-3
ones.
cross ice with that thing.
They always had the craziest colorways. Like I had one that was white and like creamsicle orange, but I love that stick. It was a great stick.
I have that hanging in my room right now.
I was so sad when my Easton broke because I had it for like a year and a half and it was great. I scored a ton of goals with it and just snapped right at the blade.
Yeah, that creamsicle one, I loved it. I actually broke it here at RMU in a 3-on-3. I used to play in the 3-on-3 summer league here when I was little. Speared myself because I went right into the boards and it kind of stuck and yeah.
I played that league too.
Good time. That was a great league.
I was on the Junkyard Dogs. Remember them?
No.
No. We were a wagon. I think we won it.
I have a lot of like RMU 3-on-3 championship like t-shirts at home.
Going back to you spearing yourself, why do you keep hurting yourself? Has this always been a thing since you were a kid?
No. This is like my parents like we were talking about it. And like this is like I made it pretty far. Like I've never had like been out like for this long of a time before due to like injuries or sicknesses or anything like that. Like the second worst injury I've ever had, like I think the arm's definitely the worst injury I've had. That one was worse by far. But the second worst, I had my finger cut off in middle school, on the ice. But I was back like 2 weeks later.
Like cut off, like severed.
Like right off the like the.
So there was like
finger,
there was a scrum in front of the net. My glove got off, and whenever the kid stepped and pushed off to skate, he also happened to step on my finger, push off, and it, like the tip of my finger went like sliding across the ice. There was blood. I passed out and threw up in the bathroom.
Can you go into any more detail?
No, that's about it.
That's fair.
I got stitched back on this. We're all good.
I don't know if these two have heard the story. I know these two have, but the story of you getting suspended in the high school hockey league for something that you did not do. Was it you or Purdue that did that?
I got suspended in amateurs for something I didn't do.
Maybe that was a story. I remember it was one of you that got suspended for something.
I didn't say it on the pod, but
it was Purdue then that did it.
Yeah, it must have been Purdue. But no,
you have a suspension story, and I like that. Let's go with it.
Yeah, no, it was terrible. It was on my birthday, actually. It was on my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, no, it was a great birthday.
Getting kicked out of your own hockey.
But no, we were playing North Pittsburgh, and at the time I was playing at Steel City. I was playing on the Renegades, and I went to go for the puck, and the kid got rid of it, so I went to turn off, and he like clotheslined me, and I got like ragdolled, I got tossed around. It looked like I got dumped, so I got mad. And I turned around and I like slashed him in the back of the ankle, but the ref tossed me for kicking. He said I kicked him. I was like, what? So I got tossed and I got like suspended for like 4 games, and then I had to have a meeting with like the board and we were like watching the film, and they're like, well, the important thing is that you slashed him, but my parents were like, are we gonna get the money back for like the ice time that like you didn't let him skate? Like I missed like 4 games and like 8 practices because apparently like my suspension, like because it was like a major one or something. I don't know if it's like this for all suspensions, but like apparently that one specifically carries through high school and amateurs. Mm-hmm. So I couldn't do anything, and they're like, are we gonna get the money back? And they were like, well, you know, we have to really talk about the slashing. And they were like, yeah, but he got suspended for kicking, and he didn't
kick him.
Nowhere close.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hate that ref though.
That's pretty fair.
Trago. Can't stand him.
Ooh.
Favorite ref by far though, Stu. You know Stu?
I do know Stu.
Great guy. You know Stu?
I do not know Stu.
Shout out Pisano. Great ref. Not really. He's not gonna go back and watch this. It's okay. Strutt, you have a favorite ref, and B, have you ever gotten suspended / kicked out of a game?
Man, there was this old guy. We were in I think we were in Buffalo. It was my Iceman year, and I don't know his name, but he was like, he would just like yap to me. Like I was a wing, I just lined up on the wing. He'd come up behind me, like I was waiting for the face-off and start yapping to me about the most random things. I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's nice, but I'm trying to play a hockey game here. He's like, oh, how was your bus ride? Or how was the trip up? I'm like, it's good. Like, can you let me play hockey?
You can drop the puck, please.
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
So, he was a nice guy. A little weird, but he was good. And no, I've never been suspended.
Good guy, Strutter.
Yeah.
He's clean.
Yeah.
No penalties except for, you had 1 penalty you had to serve for too many men, I think? Was it
No.
you? Was it Martin then that had to do it then?
I've never been in the box yet this year.
Strutter's on the perfect streak right now.
Well, you said you used to play for the Dogs, right, in the Iceman?
Yeah.
Have you like, I don't know if you've been to the pond recently, but, like, do you notice, like, how, like, the trash cans are, like, chained to the walls now?
No.
So they're chained to the walls now, and that's because of me, because
I think you
my freshman year of high school, I was on JV and varsity, and we were playing, I don't even remember who, but I used some choice words at a ref because my player got kicked, and it was, like, super blatant in front of him, and at the time, I was assistant captain of that team, and then the year after that, I would be assistant captain of the varsity team, but, so I was, like, yelling at the ref, I was like, how did you not see that? Used some choice words, he tossed me, but I went into the locker room, I was throwing stuff around everywhere, and I snapped my, like, hanger, and then I grabbed the garbage can, and I, like, kicked it several times and put a lot of holes in it. I showed up to practice the next week. All the trash cans are now chained to the walls, and it has been like that ever since. So I skate there in the summertime, and every time I see a trash can chained to the wall, I'm like,
left your mark.
I did.
Do you ever have the urge to go kick it?
No, not anymore. But at the time, I was super frustrated because.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always like to say it. I left my little mark on the frozen pond.
That's investigative journalism, ladies and gentlemen. Ask if they like to kick trash cans. All right, let's go around the panel one more time. Mr. McCabe, start with you again.
I got a story if you want to hear it.
Let's go with the story. Okay, we'll go story.
I had a meeting. Trago was there, your favorite, and like the head of the PIHL. I was almost suspended the rest of last season. It was our last game before break. It was Hampton. It would have been our second win, like, of the season.
Ever.
Yeah, second win of the year, 2 or 3, and this guy behind me was annoying me so bad. He was so annoying. Every shot, like, he was banging on the glass. So after we won. It was like dramatic fashion. It was last second. I had a primary assist on the goal. No big deal. No big deal.
No big deal at all.
Yeah, but I may or may not have made a very inappropriate gesture towards him. But they pulled up the live bar on that one. We had a nice, like, hour-long meeting with me, Trago, my parents, our coach, and the head of the PIHL to have a conversation about that one, and they let it go, thankfully.
They realized if they didn't have you, Plum was going to lose every game 20-0 in the first period. So shout out PIHL for that one.
Yeah, Phil put up a big fight for me.
Shout out CFO Phil.
Yeah.
We love CFO Phil.
Yeah.
All right, Boishi.
So
How do you bounce back from that?
Speaking of bad refs, I also have a story.
Oh, God.
But this was from...
Everyone has a story.
This was from high school inline hockey. We were playing Baldwin, and huge scrum at the end. My guy gets cross-checked in the back of the head. They punch our goalie. Benches leave. A ref grabs one of our players and body slams him into the ground. And then our player got suspended for the rest of the year. And I was like, what?
How does that happen?
You assaulted a child. And then the child got suspended. What? But
How does it make sense? Make it make sense.
make it make sense. So we did appeal it, and then he was back the next game.
Which is good.
It was just that's what jogged my memory when we were talking about bad refs.
You have any bad ref stories?
Of course I have bad ref stories.
Well, let's hear one.
My first ever ejection was, I think I was playing 12U deck hockey.
Okay.
And this kid I was on defense for whatever reason. That's already the first bad idea. And I'm coming back. This kid definitely has a whole head of steam in front of me.
Right.
I put my stick out, I whack at his stick, no go. So I put my hand on him to try to push him a little bit. The kid flops face first into the wall. He gets up, gets in my face, I push him away or whatever, I walk away. And I'm ejected for cross-checking to the back of the head when I put my hand to his back. I didn't push him, I just held on to him a little bit. Call me for holding. No. Thrown out of the game, suspended for 2 games for cross-checking to the head. That ref was gone a couple weeks later because he was getting bought off by tournament teams to rig games at Marrese deck hockey. Shout out.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Every hockey player has a bad ref story.
My mom was right there too, and she goes, "Kate, don't you say another word." I'm like, I'm go after this ref. I'm like 12-year-old kid.
That's so funny.
Andrew, you probably know what ref I'm talking about.
Maybe. I don't think I was there at that time.
I don't know if you were there or not
I don't
yet.
think I was there at that point.
All right, Andrew. Bad ref story. I know
I
you
don't have any bad ref stories.
Oh, because you're a goalie. Because everything's so perfect for you guys.
Yep.
Except McCabe.
Yeah, I have many bad ref stories. I can keep going.
I just don't play enough.
That's fair enough.
But I do have a question.
Of course, go ahead.
All right. I asked this question last time, but end of the semester, who are your 3 stars on your team for this semester?
You want to go first?
Nick McCosey, James Joyce.
That's a lineup.
That's a good lineup. Christian
That's a
Pellegrini.
good question. I'm gonna go Reader. He had a night last night or Saturday,
months ago.
2 goals.
Close to 50 points now.
Yeah, he's on fire. Man, Gio. Reader and Gio on the power play is a deadly weapon.
It's two real good together.
Yeah. And last one has to be man, I don't know. Play Finney.
It's an underdog pick.
He doesn't
I like it.
Doesn't really he's not very flashy, but he does his job well and lays the body and good underrated stay-at-home defenseman.
I'm gonna agree with you on the first 2. With Reader for sure putting up points and everything. Gio, again, both leaders in the locker room and make an impact on the ice. But for my third, I'm gonna go Bernie. I feel like Byrne definitely steps up on the back. Especially for someone who is not a defenseman, and obviously size isn't really on his side for most parts. He does extremely well on keeping guys to the outside and being able to box guys out, and I feel like he's really stepped up. So that's why I give him the number 3.
The 2 other underdogs I'll put in there. One is Hunter. Of course, the way he plays, back and forth both ends. The other one I'll put Reno in there.
Yeah.
I think Reno's done. For only playing 1 game last year, between Caleb, Patty, and Reno have 1 college game experience to that point. So I'd say all 3 goalies in that point definitely deserve. It's tough. You come in, no experience, no really, I guess, leadership, or experience. I mean, hey, you're all starting off from fresh. It's like you're all freshman rookies. In Caleb's case, you are. You went right from high school to college.
True freshman.
You literally are the definition of a true. Well, so Strutter, the true
He's 19.
freshman.
You're a liar. You're a fraud.
You're a fraud?
I mean, I was in high school last year, so freshman.
Gotcha.
He's 19, not 18. So it's only me, Martin, and Patty. Or not Patty, Pat.
Yeah.
Okay, but what? Moran, Hunter, and Finney, they're my age.
they're true.
19 too, yeah.
They were true last year.
Well, he just turned 19, so.
Oh, then okay. If you just turned 19, I thought you were 19 coming into it.
I turned 19 in June.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay, then you are a fraud.
Wait a minute.
I'm not a fraud.
Are you a fraud?
I'm not a fraud.
But he's put on the spot.
I think you can. We just figured something out here. Fraud.
I mean, you can research me all you want.
Speculate.
Doesn't have elite prospects. I know that.
I do actually.
You have one
They
now?
set one up for me, yeah.
Oh, that's wow. Because Sean, I had to text Sean. I'm like, hey, who's this Travis Strutt
Yeah.
kid? There's nothing on him.
Yeah.
He was like, actually, that's one of my best friends.
That's
I'm like, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
Fox stats aren't there. There's no
Yeah.
picture, nothing. The only player across all of RMU that does not have AEP.
Yeah. I don't know.
You're forgetting a whole team that doesn't.
D4 actually had some for high school wise. A lot of the recruits were all high school stuff though, but not your D4 stats. Because why would we keep those?
No.
We do.
We do.
We are doing elite prospects job.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out elite prospects.
Shout out elite prospects.
Yeah,
Shout out
me.
College Hockey East. Huh?
It's not me for doing it all.
Your team. I do their team. Well, it's part of your team sometimes.
I hate elite prospects though. It always takes so long on my phone. I get like a million ads.
That too.
Just make sure I get everything.
That's frustrating.
We need better elite prospects. We
Well,
need to
all
be
my
better than them.
all my stats are wrong. They've been wrong since juniors. Like it says I'm a left-handed defenseman. I'm not. I'm a righty.
You just changed.
I
mean,
can't
tell
Reno
you
was
beat.
born in 2012.
That is, yeah, on the Acha site it says Reno is 12 years old.
Last
I mean,
year,
I can see that.
last
It
year,
might be true.
last year on the Acha site it said I was born in 2019, 2020. So, using my years of eligibility early, getting them out of the way.
Originally on our roster on the club team's website. It says my name was Travis Strutt.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forget which one of us had to go to her to change it because it was when Mike sent her.
No, Elite Prospects, it was Travia.
Travia.
Travia Strutt, yeah.
What?
It's, like, it's really not that hard of a name to get right. Like,
Travis is a very common
Yeah.
name. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta understand
Well,
Sal's or something.
Well, the A and the S are next to each other, right?
In what?
On like a keyboard, not?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hit the wrong.
Yeah.
So someone can simply hit the wrong button.
That's true. Still, you probably see like, Travia. That doesn't look right.
yeah.
No, you just assume that's
Travis.
You just assume that's not something.
Travia Struff. That's
There
what
you
we're
go.
gonna call you.
There you go. It's my new name.
Speaking of names, though, I like whenever I get stuff from Romos, I like put like I never put my own name for my Romos order ever. Well, one time I put Moran down because I think I just saw Moran not too long ago. So I put Moran down as my order, and the guy goes, "Moron." I was so I had to walk up there. I was like, "That's great." So I was laughing pretty hard because that was funny. But, so now whenever I see Connor, I always think of Moron.
Poor Connor. Yeah. Speaking of someone that's actually been on a heater as of late, Connor Moron. He's up to, I believe, 3 shorthanded goals.
Yeah.
I think like 6 or 7 goals. Him and Cheramonti and then PK together.
Such a good
They're
kill line.
they're insane.
Yeah, they're
What about it just makes them so good together?
They're just. I think the way that they're both aggressive, but they time it in the right way to where it's not over aggressive to the point where you're putting yourself at a disadvantage by putting pressure on the power play is huge. Their timing, like ever since they started practicing together, they've kind of had it just right. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's that way with both of our penalty kill. I feel like our penalty kill as a whole is extremely well on the forward end of things. They're like I said, they're aggressive but disciplined when being aggressive, and they know when to be aggressive. So when they are, it pays off. They get breaks and they put pucks in the back of the net and they can score. But I really like not only that power penalty kill line, but I like Zorner and who's out there was
Patton, yeah.
They both work well, incredibly well.
Yeah, Tony and Moran, they're both so fast and they're so aggressive. Like, you think you have time and you look up and they're right on you. So
81% on the penalty kill this year. Are you guys?
Solid.
I don't know if it's alarming or not, but you went into the weekend 84. So, a little bit.
I didn't play.
I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming Strutter. He's not penalty kill either.
I know. I'm joking.
I might blame. Nah, I can't blame you either because
I only gave up 1.
Yeah, you only gave 1. It's not really your fault either. Who do we blame? Do we blame Patty?
Travis Scott.
Blame Travis Scott. Okay, I like that. Let's just blame Travis Scott.
Cut him from the team, 100%.
Take that, Travis Scott.
Travis Scoff.
Travis Scott. Yeah, Travis Scoff. That's
Yeah.
it. There we go.
That sounds like a good concert.
Travis Scoff.
Yeah.
Plays Fiend 9 times in a row.
I'd pay money
That
for
was insane. It was
just
crazy.
straight constant for 20 minutes.
It was a long time. And every time you thought he was finally done, it was just, I'm feeding for more. And there it was. And I was like, yeah, no, it was crazy. It was probably 20 minutes of feeding.
So you get tired after a while? Just
No.
lyrics at this point.
Every time it got better.
Really?
Yeah. Every time it got more intense, the music got louder, more pyrotechnics. Like the stadium was shaking. It was a cool environment to be in those feet.
We talked about, of course, Strutt's first goal, Martin's first goal, Finney's first goal. The only player who doesn't have a goal is Trevor Kohlberg. Sorry, Trev. Why are you laughing, McCabe?
He's catching strays. He isn't even here.
That's just how this is going to go. But besides Kohlberg, because we all know he's 2 years due for a goal, going into the Temple series when you guys come back, who do you want to see get on the scoreboard that really hasn't, got on it as of recently?
You go first.
I want to see a defenseman goal. I feel like we haven't had a defenseman score in a while. I want to see a Bernie goal.
I want a Bernie goal so bad.
I've seen it coming.
I'm gonna say Hunter.
Hunter goal?
He always has good rushes to the net, and he knows how to protect the puck well whenever he's crashing. And it's about time he buries one. He's definitely due.
Underdog pick is Alley.
There's a clear right answer, and all 3 of you are wrong. It is Nathan Isaac.
Yeah, that's right.
Isaac's also due. A lot of the defensemen are due.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think was the last defenseman goal Finney? So it's been over a month. Well, it's gonna be in 2 months by the time we get to Temple.
Yeah.
This is kind of crazy.
Salgal?
No, that's not gonna happen. He just gets ghost assists. This kid shouldn't even have a point on the season.
Hey, I was on the ice. Yeah.
That's a
There you
plus,
go.
not an assist.
Shh, ref gets him mixed up. It's all right. Looks good on my EP.
The EP just says like 4 games played because he's always constantly hurt, 2 assists.
They didn't even give me credit for the 8th game. It only says I played 7.
Let
It's
it be
better for
7.
stats, though.
It is better for stats. That's
I guess.
almost a half point per game.
Yeah.
I know.
You're getting there. You're getting close.
I told I think I told Isaac this. I think I told Strutt this too. I said whenever I get because I've yet to play 5 games in a row. Every time on the 4th game I'm out for like multiple weeks. Said on the 5th game in a row I want a big post on the Insta. You know,
You're the model.
I want it celebrated.
So I've seen obviously a couple people have been the model readers, the model of the recent game. Who's been the best model for the game day post in your opinion?
Whose was it? It was pretty good. Wasn't it you that was the other one for Rhode Island this weekend?
No.
Who
It was Braden, I think.
No, it was
Was it
great. It was Friday. It was Purdue.
It was Purdue. That was it. It was Purdue.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Purdue's was really good. There's some awkward ones on there. And those ones are my favorite. Like where the guys just look like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
back when we
like,
did the photo shoot, my hair was crazy. it was like puffy and.
Nah, I remember
it was
Stars.
terrible.
Stars is pretty good. It looks like someo's like threatening him to
Yeah, my eyes
try
were
to
huge.
smile.
I look like Brandon Tanev.
Sal's the one that does the tag. So
Yeah, that's a terrible picture.
it's a great picture. What do you
Have you
mean? I'm
seen
pretty
it?
sure that's the one that
Have
she
you seen
used
it?
for your. Is that the one that you used? For
No.
his? The
For what?
Tanev one? Where his eyes real big?
No.
I don't think
Oh, you should have used that
Oh.
one.
so. Like for his article, you mean?
For his either his article or for like his just regular player profile that he has on like the
The
roster.
headshots?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't use that one.
Oh.
No, thank
Oh.
goodness.
No,
Oh,
I would've.
my mom was so mad last year. She was like, Salvatore Michael, what did you do? I was like, what? She's like, that's not even a smile. I was like, it's the Tanev, Mom. And she's like, no,
Who's Brandon Tanev?
I'm Brandon Tanev. What are you talking
I'm gonna start calling you Salvatore Michael now.
about? I have a big pet peeve when people call me by like my full name, like Salvatore. Like that's like I don't know. It's weird.
Because you get Salvatore Michael DiDomenico.
That's when I'm in trouble.
That's a long name.
Yeah, my parents.
If say that, and the furniture's gonna start floating.
If I if I hear Salvatore Michael, I'm in trouble. Yeah,
He's smiling.
look at that.
Good job, Sal.
Happy Sal.
I'm proud of you. You smiled.
Good for me.
I didn't do anyone dirty with the headshots.
I,
That's good.
I appreciate you. Yeah, that could have been bad. My mom would have been extra mad. She'd be like, "You need to get that changed."
McCabe, you want to finish this off with one more?
One more what?
One more question or story or whatever. You're the guest co-host today, so.
I mean, I probably got a story for anything. What do you want to know?
Well, let's keep it plum themed this time around, because you know you got the alumni game coming up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're playing in that or not. So
I am playing.
let's get a
Wow.
Rick Barat story. How about a Rick Barat story?
Rick Barat story.
The legendary TV teacher at Plum High School.
Oh man. My junior year. Well, okay, I got two.
There we go. Sit
Well,
back and relax.
Okay,
for this one,
one
guys.
shorter
Get some
though.
popcorn
So
out.
my junior year, I had him for my last period. So people would go out to film and they would just leave.
Mhm.
So he was pretty unhappy with that. So he caught the one kid trying to do it. Like, or he would give his group the camera and he would just leave. And he was standing at the edge of the hall around the corner. So as soon as this kid walked out and around the corner, he was standing right here just to watch him go. And he starts swearing out this kid in the middle of the hallway. Like, what the F are you doing? Trying to leave my class. I could hear it in the bathroom. I was like, oh man, this kid's dead. This kid's dying. And then so my first semester of my senior year I spent online.
Mhm.
So I was supposed to be in New York playing juniors. I didn't end up going. My second semester I came back in person. And the first day I walked into his class, he swore me out as I walked in. He's like, there you, where the hell have you been? You damn out, you dumb MFer. As I walk in. And then after he goes, good to have you back. I love you, kid. I'm like, okay, what is this?
That sounds like Mr. Barat in a
Yeah.
nutshell, pretty much.
Yeah.
Did you send him the footage of our game yet or not?
No, not yet. I haven't got a chance.
That's something that for after the pod.
Yeah. My mom was saying you and me should go do a plum game.
I want to.
Go commentate a plum game.
Get Rick on the phone for that. We'll
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
That sounds fun.
That would be fun.
I know you don't have much choice in this, but you guys have to pick the next two on the pod. There's only 4 people to pick from, so Colburn, Z, Mike, and Corbin.
Colburn for sure. Patty for sure.
Patty, but who do you want to put with Patty?
Everyone says Z.
Yeah,
I was
actually,
thinking
like,
Z.
Patty Z would be funny.
Patty and Z could be funny.
And after that, Mike and Corbin are new. Those are the 4 that keep pulling it off, and I have to keep getting you back on.
Oh no, thanks, thanks, dude. That's sweet.
No, I love it. You're a blast as always, Sal. And hopefully we get you on the mic for a game here soon, because I'm pretty sure that you do a very good job of color commentary.
Oh, I talk way too much.
He wouldn't stop yapping.
Yeah, I was gonna say I talk.
Sometimes
way
that's
too-
okay, because my voice needs a break.
Yeah,
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, I talk way too much sometimes. But
Do a play-by-play game when I'm not there or something. Let you just run wild with it if you're not there.
Okay.
WWE weekend.
Oh yeah.
I texted Cadeyn I was gonna do color. For what game was it this week?
Yeah, Friday she was gonna do it when you weren't, because I was like, well, kind of in a pickle here. What are we gonna do? And she's like, I'll do it. And I'm like, oh.
yeah.
Anyone else? Anyone else want to do it?
I'll do it on the bench. Stick a mic on me. I'll commentate from the bench.
Let's go down to McCabe. And it seems like the ref is cussing out Gio. What's Gio doing?
Yeah, just have a buzzer ready. Unless I'm playing. If I'm playing, you're good. If I'm on the bench, you gotta have a buzzer ready for all the swear words.
I'll ask real quick, since Strutt, you're on the bench for this as well. What was the whole Gio fight about on Saturday? Because he was going on another level with that one.
Yeah, he got two-handed behind the play.
I did see that, and we were like,
yeah,
he should be called here.
And he was yelling at the ref, and the ref cussed him out. And Joseph was not happy. He's like, you can't cuss out my boys like that. And they were going at it, like they were in each other's face. I thought they were gonna start fighting. And he was like, I pay you a lot of money for this game. And like, they were like really close to fighting. And like, I ref should be. I think he should be fined for what he said to Gio, because you can't say that to a player.
Yeah.
So.
I know it was pretty bad because he got it was cross-checked, and then he got up, and he got 2-hand, and Gio was just like on the ice face first, and you're like, come on. The second one, how do you not?
Well, I was shocked. I don't know if you caught it, but Hurst in the corner got
the
like
Hurst one.
slammed, and then he punched him like 5 times, and
No,
he
I
like took
remember
both of them. Only gave
both
the
of
guy
us
like
said something about that.
I was like, I can't believe they're taking both. I mean, yeah, they gave the guy the extra 2, but still, I was like, how do you take Hurst in general? Like, yeah, sure they were yapping, but then the kid just cross-checked them, slammed him to the ice, threw like 5 punches.
14 was a little menace on the ice that whole time.
Every time you got around him, he bumped you, did something completely unnecessary.
He took like 20 minutes of penalties the entire series.
I
swear to God.
He was a meatball. That's his job.
It's a fun little insult. Just call him meatball.
Meatballs, cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
Pudding cups. You can call them a lot of things.
All right, best chirp real quick before we go.
Well, I feel like the best chirps are the ones that are like personal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like they're situational. I don't feel like there's like a best go-to chirp, because then it seems like worn out.
It's like if you're winning or not. Because if you're losing.
Yeah, that's true. If you're losing, keep
chirp.
your mouth shut.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
But, I mean, I guess scoreboard's always a good one if you're winning. I mean, like, yeah.
Or the stare down.
Yeah, you seriously don't. Yeah.
The Sean Patton
The
stare down.
the patented stare down.
The patent.
They can't do anything
I like
about
that.
it. You're staring them down. They can't do anything about it.
You're not doing anything bad. You're just looking at him.
Yeah.
He's admiring.
Guys.
He's admiring the other day. I guess.
How you doing? Just we're empty netter. Meet you guys. Top 25 ranked no more.
No more, baby.
No, that was huge. That was
It's the perfect way to end. the
Yeah,
semester.
seriously, yeah.
Boys in a good mood.
Momentum going high into Temple. Hopefully, I'm back.
Yes, we hope so, Sal. That's
Big
the
solid
perfect
fan.
way to end our semester, because you guys are going to be the last showing of our 2023 semester here. It's going to be your guys' beautiful faces until Peyton uploads the actual edited photo that we put on the podcast now. So you guys will get a
I
little,
made our
little-
YouTube look all fancy.
Yeah, it's all fancy.
Ooh.
You have to go check out the new fancy look of the YouTube.
I'll have to go take
Just
a
for
look.
us?
No, it's
No.
everybody now. But,
It's a
but your guys' faces will be there for a little bit at least. I
For a
think.
little bit.
Looks cohesive now.
Yeah, it's cohesive. It's all nice and clean.
Well, that's nice.
Yes.
Respect.
Boys, thanks
Good
for
work.
coming on. It's great to have you on, Sal
it,
again,
yeah.
Strutter. We'd love to have you on again.
Yeah, it's
I hope
good.
Sean enjoyed it. I know he was on his lunch break for a little bit to watch
Yeah.
a little, but
Sure he's
I
watching.
can't wait to see you guys next semester. A lot of fun divisional games coming up.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully we can actually get Corbin, Z, Mike, and Cole Byrne on here next for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully.
We'll
It's
try
a
for
very
it.
time.
we'll start finding them until they don't.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine with me. Just keep buying them until it goes. From our whole crew here, thank you for following all year long. We will see you in the most common dad joke possible. We'll see you next year. Because we will see you next year. That's how this is going to go. Whole crew behind the table. Caleb McCabe, our little, possibly joining the crew full time. Connor Borsch, thank you as always for being here. It's great having you as a co-host, as well as Mr. Andrew Kiehl. Peyton Hurst over to the side here. I'm Cadeyn McCrory. Thank you.